Jack Dorsey and Michael Saylor recently sat down to talk about Bitcoin. One of the questions that Michael Saylor had was how Jack thinks about Bitcoin, trust, and transparency. Here is Jack's own words as to how he thinks about this digital decentralized asset.
You see Bitcoin / Lightning as like universal monetary protocol?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, and probably beyond that. I mean, there was a time early in Bitcoin's history when there was less of a focus on Bitcoin as that currency aspect and just as that transport, and more on blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is amazing, but the network's power is what people do with it and the use cases. And the use case for the internet to have something like this is, I think, as fundamental as TCP/IP or HTTP, SMNP, which is a mail protocol. So these open protocols create companies, they create projects, they create entirely new cultural and societal shifts that I think ultimately lead to more trust and more transparency as time goes on, and diminishment of all these barriers and boundaries that we've erected.
I think this is such a good point by Jack here, in the sense that there are other protocols that are open source that other people have been able to build, whether they're products, companies, or other projects on top of. That's exactly what's happening with Bitcoin. The second that you get an open monetary protocol that anyone can send value to anyone else in the world without asking permission of any middleman, any third party, or any rent seeker, you can only begin to imagine today, 12, 13 years into the life of Bitcoin, that we have seen just a sliver of what will be possible. The second that you reduce the friction and you increase the ability for people to send that economic value on an open system, every single person will be connected, will be able to send value. And the number of companies, the number of projects, and the number of interfaces that will be built on top, we haven't seen anything yet. Jack Dorsey understands this, Michael Saylor understands this, and eventually everyone in the world will get it as well.